Marin for that very insightful talk. Now, let me invite Dr. Jain Chimmen for his talk on BCB, are you crisis ready?
Thank you, Letiga, for including me in this talk. My topic is BCB, are you crisis ready? So there are three types of crisis faced by a professional. One is, of course, the professional crisis. And second is the illness. And third, of course, your death. You have started your career, or you are way ahead in your career. You are midlife in your career. Whatever it is, these are the three things you might come across in your career. One is, of course, the professional career. There will be treatment complications, then that will lead to litigations, and definitely nowadays physical assault is on the rise. So how do you manage all this? Definitely, as I ask the BP Scheme Secretary, I used to go around giving talks. I always say, if you don't have complications, then you should be an outstanding surgeon. That is, you should be standing outside the theater. If you are operating, and then definitely you should, and you will be prone for complications. But complications per se are not negligence. That's one thing you have to understand. So you should get complications, and complications per se are not at all negligence. So definitely your friends in the profession are definitely going to help you in your treatment and complications. Because next the patients you see day to day, your good patients you will never see. All your bad patients will be going to your colleagues. You will be seeing only your good patients, all your bad patients. So you have to invest on your friends. Be very socially interactive with them, and be active in ophthalmic clubs and of course in IMA. And you should have indemnity schemes. That's what is going to monetarily help you in any treatment complications. And of course there is professional protection scheme of IMA, and there is also the national professional protection scheme of IMA. There was a session before this about the new consumer protection law which came into being in 2020. In that, if you treat a patient from Bihar, the patient can go back to Bihar and then file a case against you in Bihar. Previously that was not there. Wherever the patient was getting treatment, he has to file a case in that place of where he got the treatment. So that law has changed now. So you have to even join the National Professional Protection Scheme. So I'll just briefly explain what is happening, what happens when you get a treatment complication or the patient takes you to court. You'll get an advocate notice, and this just a warning that the patient is going to take you to court. But definitely you have to deny the advocate notice, otherwise you have to reply. Otherwise it implies that you are admitting whatever the patient or the bystander has alleged. And then if the patient is taking you to court, you will get a summons from the court. And there will be within 45 days you will be required to give a written statement to the court, giving all the details, what has happened in the case, detailed in word by word, sentence by sentence. You have to reply to the allegations made by the complainant to the court. And then you will be called for cross-examination by the advocate of the opposite party of the patient. And then you can bring in your expert witness. So these are the proceedings that is happening in court. So if you have very good lawyer, if you have a very good indemnity scheme, if you are a member of professional protection scheme, all these will be taken care of by the professional protection scheme. And definitely your colleagues, your teachers are going to help you to come as the expert witness. So you need not worry, go and operate. Whenever you have complications, definitely there will be your colleagues to help you, and of course IMA. And second crisis is definitely the illness. You should always, whenever you are into a practice, we always think that the daily income you are getting, especially in private practice, you will always think that the daily income you are getting, you are going to get it day by day. But if you are struck by an illness, that is not going to happen. So definitely maintain a healthy lifestyle, have regular checkups, have a good work-life balance, as previous speakers had stressed. And definitely you should have a medical insurance. And there is a beautiful scheme of IMA, health scheme of IMA. Even if you have an medical insurance, IMA, you can take the health scheme of IMA that will give you an additional protection. So you don't have to submit all your originals to IMA. All the originals you can be submitted to the whatever insurance you are having. You can give a copy of all the treatment records to the IMA, and the IMA will give you the 70% of your treatment cost. So that will make up for the practice loss, the income loss for the due to your illness. So should have your medical insurance. At the same time, you should also have your health scheme of IMA, and you should always try to have a passive income. Right from the day one of your practice, should try to have your money work for you. That never happens in the case of doctors, because doctors are the main group who learns a lot of money, but they never have their money work for you. Next talk I think is going to be on finance. I think they will be stressing on this more. And death, you have to be prepared for the eventuality, that is death. So I was the secretary of both the PP scheme, and also I was one term I was the secretary of Social Security scheme. I had a junior who used to clear all the exams he used to write and he used to get first rank. He was an orthopedic surgeon, and he was the first person he was an expert in shoulder arthroplasty, and he cleared his fascias. He has to clear first fascia surgery, then only go in for ortho. Then he went to Singapore. Right when he came back, he had a malignancy, and within 6 months he died. So these are the eventualities you have to be prepared for. You should have a term life insurance. You should, as I said before, you should have a pakka asset creation also. So term insurance, you should actually try for 20 times of your annual income for a sum assured, and premium payment you should not have any unit linked insurance. Go for a sum insured premium payment till term. You premium payment just a indemnity, just a term life insurance. And again, Social Security scheme of IMA is there. There are 3 different types of Social Security schemes. Even if you are a member of all the 3 schemes, all the schemes of IMA are mutual benefit scheme. So that is, you are helping your colleague. Whenever a colleague dies, you are collecting money from all the other members and then giving to the nominee of the member. So it's all a mutual benefit scheme. So if you are a member of all the 3 schemes of IMA, the Social Security, then you get a amount of your nominee is going to get an amount of 1 crore. So you should also have a life insurance, and also try to join all the 3 schemes of IMA. So as I said before, asset creation is a must. You should have a passive income. Start early in your career. You should have a good loans are good. When you are starting your career, definitely you should go in for loans, and there are good loans and bad loans. Try to have good loans which are going to create your asset or increase your practice. And we should also have financial education. We should not rely on others who consider themselves as financial experts. They only have their own brokerage, but we are the persons who are genuinely interested in our own money, so should have some financial education. So the essentials are term life insurance, indemnity insurance, health insurance, and asset creations. And time is money. Invest in your friends, your family, your profession, and also in organizations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jain, for your very useful and with lots of practical tips for all of us.